It's Week 15 of the 2022 season, and we're watching Ahkello Witherspoon. He's putting together an incredible season, now in double digits with 10 picks. It's the Steelers and the Panthers, next on EA Sports.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the... On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Taking in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Panthers out for their first possession and leading the offense in his first season with the team, quarterback Baker Mayfield. Baker going to throw this right away. Buying time to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo sack. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this one's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target. It's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First and 10, here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that down.
Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the
under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and we have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield running the option right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Pickett back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. A first down throw from Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 4.
Hey, on alert!
Mayfield. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass. And
didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Chase Claypool, 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boswell for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this throw caught left side. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Moore. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keith Taylor, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 11. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's more. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield running the option right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Mayfield. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Mayfield with it once more. Open man is Higgins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now here's another carry for Harris. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Pickett back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they will take a knee here. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. CD for the losing side. They had opportunities in this one, but big